GreedFall is a fleshed out RPG that allows you to be flexible in all fields. The game is akin to BioWare RPGs in a lot of ways, so I think a lot of people will feel at home while playing. You play as Desarde, a character that you can modify the appearance of. You set off to a land that you have never been to, with the aim of finding a cure to a disease that plagues your people. Interacting with characters is a huge part of the game. The voice acting for everyone is really superb, and helps immerse you in conversation.
Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
The stories are interesting, and when given very different choices, I found myself really thinking hard before making my move. A lot of the times you're given two sides of one problem, which really doesn't make the solution easy. Because of that, I found it made characters and the world itself feel a lot more real. I found the side quests to be incredibly compelling, not only due to the writing, but the gameplay options. For example, if you think someone is hiding some evidence in their territory, you can try and negotiate a deal and complete an errand for them, so that maybe they'll let you in. However, you could also try and complete a charisma check if you spec your character in that way. You could also break in, for example lockpicking the back door, or alternatively using your alchemy skills to create an explosive and break a weak wall. Maybe sneak over a fence, or even wear a disguise to pretend to be part of that faction. All of these options made my character build feel meaningful, since there were plenty of opportunities to use any ability a player might choose to train. If you do choose stealth methods, they might be the slightly more janky part of the game, as it tends to be with games that implement stealth mechanics but aren't full-blown stealth games. Apart from the fun disguise mechanic and path choices you have, stealth combat isn't that in-depth, and I felt that sometimes I was seen when I shouldn't have been, or on the other hand, remained undetected when it looked like I was in plain sight. It wasn't too big of a deal, but it feels like the detection radiuses need polishing. Where the gameplay is focused more is the combat. You can use different types of melee weapons as well as traps, firearms, or spells. I found all paths to be very satisfying, and the great thing about this game is it doesn't force you to play in a specific way. When you begin the game, you choose your starter traits, but you're never locked out of other skill trees, and even get items that allow you to respec everything, so there's always room for experimentation. During combat, you can also dodge or use a well-timed parry, which felt rewarding to land. With certain attacks, you can attempt to knock enemies over, or break their armor they're wearing to inflict more damage, or use a fury attack when you filled up the bar. To charge it up, you just need to fight, which then allows you to perform a stronger attack on your foes. As with most RPGs, you can expect a detailed skill tree, crafting, merchants, and of course romancing your party members. I had the option to flirt with every new member I met, literally in our first discussion. It felt a little bit forced, but I guess people really want to bang. Exploration is a bit limited. You can't jump around freely or walk wherever you want, like in an Elder Scrolls game. Well, whatever, it still got the job done. Overall though, I think it's a great RPG that might be a bit rough around the edges. There's a bit of needed polishing here and there, but it still delivers on what RPG fans are looking for: interesting stories, characters, dilemmas, and a solid combat system. I highly recommend it. If you want to pick up the game for yourself and support my channel at the same time, there is a referral link in the description to get the game from Humble Bundle. And if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It does help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.